Yes, we are still privileged to have with us Scandy. He works with Otek FM as a sports analyst. He's a pundit and one of the very best in the country. I remember sometime I made a post about him on Facebook, and the comments I received thereof were just great. Yeah, that's so. Also, Scandy. Subscribe to channel. No, very important. So, subscribe to channel. No, am I? 40,000 in somebody Arichi. Subscribe to the channel for us. Ye didn't come out about Krobea Sante Kotoko. How are quote prosperity Ogum a tennis season around. Kotoko echo a path of 5 games, picking a point from possible 15. It's your own Bobasake Holy Stars ebo draw. 3 days later, Okulusu to Legon Cities, the University of Ghana Stadium. 3 days later, Oba Obuasi Betrenfi, Emma Pandora of Lions, Ebe Shero. Then, Okobichim Ekolusu ye. And Obetra Obuasi Beam Kotoko home. Elusu to Nations FC. If we on Kotoko Ako 4 games in the league, Omo winning in 5 games in all competitions, 5 consecutive wins. I shall say with 2-0, Ewa Doma, Ediana Stars, and Kotoko, Ebe Share Future Stars 2-0 in the FA Cup, or share Hartsfield 1-0, Eofi, or share Club and Didi Dreams 2-1, Eotuba, Astro Tefenoso, and Wababe share Bibiani Gold Stars by 2-0. Says Candy, how has Prosper done it? At a point, a lot of people were calling for a sack, including supporters' leadership. We Emma Prosper Elusu, the membership of the IMC, for a free IMC also. And that protocol statement still rings in my ears. Almost say he's been taken off the IMC to concentrate on his core responsibility. And just at that time, no, not on concentrating on his core responsibility. How has he done it? What is making the trick for Asante Kotoko? 5 consecutive wins, 4 in the league, and 5 in all competitions. I didn't make it trick in Edema Asante Kotoko.
Yes, Pepe, very simple. Said the Mr. D Kaka, and let me say it again. Say football, science. There are some steps I want me and dodge football. Clearly, wow, follow Kotoko team Nibiano. There are about 7 players, sometimes even 8 players, almost 30 games in Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Currently, last season, Omubian will see a kind of Kotoko. So, though the same coach, though the same team, coach, in terms of personnel, and your man assistant Dawson. Kamara is one of the Pum de Makotoko for most of the games of Mabon this season. He wasn't part of the team last season.
Yeah.
Samba Odell, Ablo, Lord Amoa, even now, Patrick Esidu.
So the entire backline.
In Obi was starting game at the Makotoko last season. Obama for now he Andrews in team menu. Because Kotoko started even this season on that a year more justice Blay,
yes.
Not in chain. To in team menu, any change, Amana. No me starting games at the Makotoko. Any more, Ubenya Abetamwa, we knew. Dauda Saka, new. Baba
Sometimes Elvis Cheba for
Baba Yaya able game no at the moment, but Elvis Cheba for was starting games for them. Honestly,
new player.
It Kotoko started out of the 11, only about 3, maximum 4 players per. And I know about ball under coach Ogum.
Yeah.
And Maninya enough details about the players.
Okay.
And we your coach in coaching, one of the philosophies offered to me as well first and say stabilize your back. Stabilize your back. And son why maybe because team be the coach for bar. I that's all lose games. And I say a team I build on for. And so who lose to restore confidence and so restore back line more confidence number 1. So we have Kotoko at the beginning of the season and 1 goal. Kotoko we near 1 goal.
Yeah.
Was 1 goal now tear a draw.
Yeah.
In the first game against
Young
Apostle, Kotoko we game no 1-1
because they conceded.
They conceded. If you all on Benyan Suatremai Bechano 1-0, Kotoko 1-1. I'm sure say when the coach stabilized the back, the next thing he needed to focus on how to score.
So your first point is that we're stabilizing the back. No?
We're stabilizing the back. Kotoko we're not conceding.
Yes. And now Omula's 5 games here, Bossy, Oma conceding 1 goal.
Before we come to even the last 5 games, let's talk about the blip in form.
Okay.
And at the time he felt he had restored the back.
Okay.
So now let's go for the goals.
Okay.
Tiafiwaga, Kotoko Besha 1, but only because we focus on scoring.
Legon cities or share 1
Near Sheni 2
by Sheni 2.
What I say?
Yeah.
He want to focus on scoring because we're in the back line.
Because the thinking was that we're fixing back.
Okay. So when Ogum realized that even though you want to score more, it creates pressure on the back because our back line is new.
Yeah.
Now the whole dinner way anymore, and the players are me a ball with aggression. No more crab ball, no more the experience. No. So Ogum had to quickly push Justice Blay from the back into the midfield where he has strived so much in Ghana football. From the days at Mediema, Kotoko then Kofa and buy. It will buy into the middle. No. Wabua ama Kotoko back line I safe.
Okay.
So after a series of results, ama Kotoko bad. No. Now Oma fix the middle. No. Let's move up front. Okay. And just like you were recounting, Opa, starting from the Diana Stars game,
yes,
Kotoko at least 2 goals in every game. 2 goals against Adriana, they kept a clean sheet.
Yeah.
2 goals against Future, they kept a clean sheet. So now, Eduma no the Justice Blay be wabwa the back line to a sorted. Now the can see in goals, and then Albertamo started scoring. If you score 1 against Asufo and concede none, it said the Washington before nil, a huge,
of course.
So Kotoko had that 1-0. After that, almost says 2 in the and the last game on boy against
Bibiani
Gold Star. That was a big game. Kotoko managed to score the 2
in the league. Now open clubs are more a difference a year pa. Bibiani Gold Stars now more a share with one other club having conceded
Lions
only 7 goals or so before Mbeshia Kotoko.
Sure.
Now saw the ball to Natrim. Near whom with difficult grounds away. These almost share hearts folk University of Ghana Stadium. Almost a cider. They came in and I'm for fun say Kotoko renaissance no ever ended with Bibiani Gold Stars. But still Kotoko thriving in that game. It winning by 2 goals to 0.
Oh yes, and just like I'm saying, Kotoko fix it back line, and you may feel that you're comfortable and defenders are so relaxed and play from the back. And in all this, people, one thing I'll be to me, I respect Ogum. Say from the time Kotoko started the league, bare first 3 results, to time na results in to the time I'm picking or form here or more share, or much the last 4 games in one thing about me, I respect Ogum. Say the pattern of play and society. Kotoko has tried to be dominant over teams on mabo games in terms of possession, in terms of say creative chances, in terms of say making sure our backline be safe. Kotoko has been very comfortable and they have managed most of the games of Mabo and coach Ogum this season. So from the beautiful results now Omukunyaye ewo Doma against the Diana Stars, me sure say wow person we a little bit mischief about Kotoko bad form no munya. The turning point is 33 Doma. So what follow Ghana football no and we had the results at teams in our way now may very much aware say Pepe. Only mean na begia to me say saa Kotoko renaissance no munya no sa anko start and free Doma and start free any other center bia especially clubs are you need some relationship with Kotoko no e was pa that results no munya nke bia ye be taking on with a pinch of salt ke be ka say bia ye enema na ye type kind of football me say efiri nso ase and so futuro ho ne bi but I'm not sure say in the wildest imagination of club of Diana Stars say Kotoko a lifeline in football Diana Stars na in quote as a compromising results Edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But Kotoko went there, picked a 2-0 against Diana Stars, and right from there, Kotoko and Luku back beam. Now they are in 2 competitions. Last year at this stage, Kotoko were almost out of the 2 competitions because some went for FA Cup. Number 2, now Kotoko out of the chase. You know, say on bit magic the Premier League, you know, until on pick form, any decent results. Be there to as well. I bet to say Kotoko able to make the top 4. Apart from the fact that Omu, you know, they are keeping the 2 hopes of going to Africa alive because they are in the FA Cup next weekend. FA Cup Ebekoso Ghana and in the league, Kotoko bad form, you know. Omu pick the last 3 consecutive wins in the Premier League, you know. Pipi, Omu just 3 points off the top. A club your friend Heart of Lions. Now Omunya a win. Omu game Omu bono. Last Thursday, you know,
over Young Apostles.
Over Young Apostles. Now Kotoko be share club a friend of Go Stars.
Go Stars.
Catching up on 3 points. So Kotoko form nenye form nenye kurano. They are just 3 points off the top, and the two hopes of going to Africa no are still alive.
Now, Yanko, your next topic is answer a discussion on how Prosper are turning things around. No, for me, as a Justice Blay, integra because what stabilizing the back, he stabilized the midfield, and one who say Blay at the stability about not just the middle. She say two centre backs near comfortable, and I feel the CM, which is the central midfielder, no, any advanced midfielder, you know, are free because they know that they have a pillar in the middle. Oh yeah, Juan de Bon. So Justice Blay, I crucial. I was our 5 games, and coincidentally, on our captain team, no, I was 5 games again. 5 games in our ball as the holding midfielder. Mami Emusa we Justice Blay a fans favorite of Asante Kotoko. Last week meeting Ebaso, and that meeting was inconclusive. Justice Blay and in the camp demanded initially 12,000 Ghana cedis and on about 10,000. Asante Kotoko offer 7,000. The last meeting, you know, Kotoko had your more fun if 7,000. I cost 7,500 for the first year, 8,500 for the second year. Blay camp anti-as about down we drew 9,000 Kotoko and meeting 9,000. So the meeting was inconclusive. I can tell you, sir, Nana Pinka Kusiwa, IMC chairman of Asante Kotoko, at a new offer at the Justice Blay, 8,500 a month. Nanka Kotoko, a man 7,500 for the first year, 8,500 for the second year, because a 2-year contract. Now, 8,500 Kotoko offer. And your picket report said Blay was signed the contract 30th of December, which is Monday, or signing the contract. You know. How crucial is Justice Blay? And why is it that the supporters are crazy about Blay? Ubia me dear mo pepe. And so man 50,000 man crop for man Justice Blay. Why Juma? What makes him so crucial to the Kotoko team? And why are the supporters always fighting for Justice Blay?
Pepe, very simple. Justice Blay, the spirits and in his soul are connected to Kotoko. The days at Mediema, no status when that highlight in Ghana football. Kotoko fans loved him before he joined them.
Okay.
And some other joined Kotoko.
Because the supporters no more penasem even when he was playing for Mediema.
Even when he was playing for
and some other 1 year loan.
And some other 1 year loan. And Mekai very well. On one of your former stations at Wayajima, Justice Blay told Kotoko say so no tuesi ka soso. Amo mo fa ni free Mediema de ba ono be tuesi ka na soso amo mo de free Mediema e de aba.
Very profound and touching. Kotoko penyi bi frame me that day say asema akwada na kana Pepe fan bra office. O say so no tenisi ka ni bi. E de soso ansa na so de Mediema pe na
Sure.
Ono Justice Blay willing and ready to do that.
Fantastic. And I'm saying the spirit in his soul are connected to Kotoko. And Ura Kotoko no on share then bad period. I'm using the word period. One game be near Mabako Achewo Kakra. But say Justice Blay consistently by 2 games, 3 games. Say Justice Blay in fan form a bin see that. And Obakaya, now I am concerned days, when it do say someone extending the contract. Now there were issues about winning.
Yeah.
It is just a man 1 year. Just the following season. Kotoko fans told the then management and they say they should bring the boy on Betuya. And Pepe, what the mathematics, you cool school na obo homodin are fine. And mass na
Oh, some mass there. Yeah, na say calculations na
yeah. They play football in Mahuna Debi. Nipo mo football grassroots no. Omo bebre, omo players ni biabro. Pepe, energy na Justice Blay the ball no. Say catch us in age now they ball football no. Now the name compare the other players are much younger than him with the energy ni pace no almost the ball na. Would you believe say Justice Blay ni age no? Let me tell you.
Asem kese.
Man who be na anu ye. Justice Blay you know, for the benefit of channel internal, I will not mention the club. One of the clubs are Oye Juma Momo. In attempt said the Ghana hair no. In attempt so omo tini age no so no. Penny na dwene yensem so wote player no year of birth no kwa chire a and what age no so.
But the moment you reduce somebody's year of birth, you are adding to the age.
Tina dwene say yemban say you were born in 2000. Nipa ne person what 2 age so mienu and yenye 98. to what is so quick 98 now. Or the 2 more years, Mumaka natural age, and that thing has happened to Justice Blay.
I hear say during coast days, coast Milo, and Obi Koyes had the register. I've spoken to the sports master, Ebra Oko, maybe Oko SHS, and I confirmed the mammy said at the time, no, Osha the class or one in the age. Now, Osha baby Oko school now, and yet possible so this age, it be drew our class, but I will crack house with the Abba, and at that time now, you started for registration serious. You're register, and one ocean age mate on your bobo from GSTS, Takradini, Ade Beginana, Omunana, and I'm 26, 27. But unfortunately for justice, the age, 31 or 32, because apparently, ends the okay, be deeper and say, when they enter the year of birth, and the age of Soviet, not knowing that or Tessono or the Biakan age,
the actual fact is that, Pepe. Justice Blay natural age na or one.
Lower than
the football.
I see.
And then no I money it is as when you need Justice Blay, but the output on the pitch doesn't show say age one side. It's somebody's mistake that reflected the age and so but affecting the play. No, I believe say 8,500 Ghana cedis, even dollars. Money that a good money though, but Justice Blay make evaluation of the boy. I'll give you more than 8,500. Kotoko should not make that mistake. I got a score. Kotoko, I find it very difficult to fill that shoes until Justice Blay finding a former was ambition. Should Kotoko lose Justice Blay to any club here or Benazu, would you have $1,500, $2,000 be from Eastern Africa or even Asia? So the fat boy in Aqua. It will cost Kotoko more to replace that boy for the same performance. No, the moment
Blay a 5-year visa after so Kotoko a call US buy or there 2 to 5-year multiple entry visa. And Nipana or ya dear man look at it say, I want to make my 1,000 10,000. Why don't you come? Now you trade the obey but Blay if you say or bo at the map fans no Kotoko fans no. It's waiting an up in say we are supporters favorite also more per pa but ade abakon here our supporters in meeting no nya asem say be a better Justice Blay because me no ka say Blay contract e be 31st of December but is obe sign ochina enti no good news at the Emma Asante Kotoko and Chita for finally says Scandy ye hwe Samuel Tinedu issue Samuel Tinedu Kotoko etua 180,000 Ghana cedis Emma Legon cities and omko that is encounters 1.8 billion. Obaye no okay first game akoto kobo obuase ene ne fans na omufi obuase dede bi ombeye no mbehuru proper Ogum abrante no epira kakra nso wasan ba na no de ma bebreni anye ho no se Tinedu bench na coach ebra akoto ekopiem Tuba Strotef no so no e de Solomon Kwakusa isan no bade a na te sa so anya option ti abeto dwa se ne mpanyifo bi person mo ekolo no nkobo because omo feel say the ball last season no e bia nka no bi no obo anka nya ne say Hafiz ball 6 edema Black Galaxies no it that conversation akoso but a branch officially and requested for loan and now no Prosper post match eka say he's not going anywhere, he's their player and that obebo very soon obe startiabo meeting because so +2 no mo di fufu Alexander Manu Asante Regional Secretary Chairman no Chairman Solo any mpanyifo bibebe ni kohia omo nso adi nkomo aka se da bi omo mpre ema Tinedu enko ti omo fere na penkra ama na penkra dia to se abranche no enko ba bia kitwa bi on Tinedu issue na kam ya say problem bi no but say gradually as ke kamba aba be problem kakra supporters ni bi omo ye Tinedu fans adwom say Prosper enye fair to the guy na Prosper be chichi so no na aboa ama abranche dide Peter Mido akwa form no ko but wa promising say obeboa on the form na ba it Tinedu form na te kokra na enadwuma so man ba something little on Tinedu and Prosper and Kotoko issues.
Yes, Pepe, one of the finest defensive midfielders last season league, and he's one of those players that you can trust if original defenders in any now or Juma Eddie Amawa with my trust. He reminds me of David Abagna Saddam.
Okay.
No ball Premier League no.
Real Tamale United.
So your DM offensive midfielder it is a Emmanuel Entry. He brings the opportunity to move around and he will not care about defensive work as well. Unfortunately, Sanya two players be brave. Wow player, this young boy, Adagule.
Yeah.
Ball akrana boy of Fenerbahce. But transfers we all make here a truncate development. Because Obebano, there's somebody who is playing much better than you that you need to understand.
Yeah.
See, currently it will not make sense. Say we just Blay, a day a brand friend telling you, and that too. Kotoko style of play normal more dominant over team beyond the neighbor. It will also not make sense to play two holding midfielders defensive. We bit about two holding midfielders, not back offensive.
Yeah.
But our boss a DM.
A DM.
So obo two direct defensive midfielders, Justice Blay, anything they do, obo progression also a problematic.
Typically, in KBA ball Africa home and away. Ebia for 3-0 Babayara. Good. Now we are we both two holding midfielders because even if you concede one or two,
sure,
you have still progressed. It's a bit my but when it is that a league neighbor, you want goals now for both two holding midfielders. Supporters in the on the better. Obviously, coach explain here. Time young apostles, it take lead.
Sure.
Now got to go pekate now supporters in a team to overtake the do yeah, that for me a pekate. Then I'm the holding midfielder. I'm bringing in offensive players. On bit by add to Yabeshe go.
Sure. So just like you are saying, you see, in the game of football, there are dynamics to the approach of every game. The last time Kotoko went to a tour with 2-0, Sabre Nano being here two defensive midfielders. Holding as a back line on crown. Say full back backo a move. Center backs mean baby I'm a DM number but this is a Kotoko setup. Dominating play. Even when they were losing games, they were dominating play.
Yeah, for instance, Bechem game, no more to play Bechem no lose.
Very well. And any game I say, Okofasa DM mini bit now. The only problem, boy, and say, unfortunately for him, Justice Blay are finding a rhythm and he's playing on top of the football. The only thing they say, you need enough cup competitions were.
Yeah.
Once you go for elite cup by you know. Is it FA Cup by 2-3 months time and some was have a bobako. In yes, I can bit match competitions for the 2 DMs, no.
Yeah.
So me bo FA Cup and I know Africa bim na me may you suit and do as the DM.
Yeah.
Just to keep just very refreshing.
Yeah.
Set time be obit me as a bag game ball. But unfortunately, Kotoko in just 2 competitions, Bako a league and now the league is on site.
Yeah.
Kotoko are fancying their chances of winning the league. It's in an experiment beam. And just like the coaches and everybody will tell you, we don't change a winning team. At this time, send your suspension. And I yet in a game, I obit my game nentem. First half, 3-0, opportunity to bed. Or another crucial game. Your boy 60-65 minutes, you take your DM out.
The back
or bench, and also what is telling you bring him in. So a more mukra Samuel Tinedu, any arbitrary. Don't forget the Kotoko boye. So mutimi ko pace ni say ya. What the infant say Kotoko share Lions will share. And a club your friend Bibiani Go Stars share. Sesi akrano pay the standard na ye hono. E say in terms of points accumulation Kotoko Go Stars a free no.
Yeah.
Unless the air say should Kotoko win at Lions, which is Pando, and Go Stars will catch us say should they also win against Kotoko catch up on points no. Sadi ni CDR, then it will be a 3-horse race.
Yeah.
It tend to do NTS Kotoko to me pushy a winning either the league or the FA Cup. They will go into more competitions and they will need more men. And said the Okano, when you are playing in tie competitions elimination woman, that is where coaches have the plan B to deploy strategy. Let me keep my back line safe. Let me keep my middle phase safe. Even if I'm not scoring, I'm still in the game. Me, I'm making sure say you be game. They tend to do and keep on cool. Thankfully for him, he's a very young, talented player. He's learning under players who are experienced in the game.
Yeah.
On himself, even the Kotoko central midfielder, which is in team, he has played for Wafa.
Yes.
Into what can this time I was just born on no pass now. Unse clearly Obia walk through the academy stage, you know.
Only pass no with the left leg.
What in the left corner?
A man got tall. Amidu Aqua.
Fantastic.
Amidu Aqua. We through. Or labor at the bread. Kwampoku.
So he's distributing the balls well. When you a situation where you feel you are better than somebody and on no game ahead of you. Clearly, there are two central midfielders in a DM who are playing so well. And I'm not sure he can complain about the fact that Obi was ahead of him. He's just not been lucky that team not finding the rhythm onyanka home.
Yeah.
And a bear is sorry to say insane. Say at this stage, you better say mommy experimenting on so many hard.
When you have your rhythm.
Ogum very much aware of the backlash and when results were not coming. And at this time, results never. So you don't take that gamble. Focus on how to get the results, and later you bring other players.
The thing they do and trading on the onion who improve coach and say anytime there's an opportunity, I'm ready to grab it because your players are free bench, abedane status, and your players are free starting a bench. If you grab a match day, you should just focus on training. There's no problem.
And the finest thing crown will be to say maybe the inclusion of Kotoko team and in the bench and so on, and inspire Justice Blay. So even though he's on the bench, he's contributing to Kotoko's progress now.
Yeah.
Because when you have a very good player substitute at Wechia, you either give your best and you just leave the team. I'm on Wabishim. He said you can read them number. Say Tenedu enya ball be more and I want keke ball now. Indirectly is contributing to Kotoko's progress because the bench not personal. I'm a Justice Blay. I realize say one of the best DMs in your last season will league into Wechia. You don't make those excuses and mistakes a bit my relegate to the Aquatam bench.
So Scandy, that's it. Thank you so much. Once again, Merry Christmas.
Many happy returns.
Yeah, but now you didn't come say
a privilege to be here.
Right. It's a tale for any Scandy, one of the best pundits in recent times, and it didn't come on. Now, Asante Kotoko Juma and why Ediama. Thank you for always watching us. We are grateful that you continue to watch us. May the Almighty God be with us all. God bless you.